Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for stopping by Z Healing Conversations with Z Zuri BB. I need to change, maybe either change the name of my channel or figure out how I'm gonna say this. I still don't have it yet ready yet. But this is Healing Conversations with Z, and I'm Zuri BB. Um, Thanks for stopping by. I was supposed to post this video that I'm making now earlier today, but earlier today I made a video from Divine Masculine because he sent me a message and I just went on and posted it, and it was kind of draining because I was using I didn't have the cards that I felt that would have made it easier for me to get the message out, so I had to really work for it, which, I was kind of impressed with myself because I was able to get that message out with the limiting cards that I had. So my intuitive skills are increasing. Um, what else do I want to talk about? I know I'm a little different. You go to a lot of the other channels, and there seems to be like a certain way that people do things, and I just don't do it that way, and I'm not sure about why it's that way, but it is what it is. However, if you look behind, there is a mandala, and I think that has something to do with it, about who I am, how I look at things, and view things. I kind of use the sacred geometry, and I don't even know how I fell in. Well, I do kind of know. I was surfing YouTube, and I saw somebody with a mandala similar to mine, and they were talking, and I was like, wait, let me see what they talking about. And I was like, oh, they started talking about sacred geometry and how sacred geometry affects every aspect of your life. The way that you look at life in terms of geometry, believe it or not. Most people don't like geometry. They're like, it's too hard, it's too difficult. It really isn't. But if your brain isn't wired to think that way, it is difficult and it is hard. You make it difficult and you make it hard. Let me say it that way. What I've found since viewing that channel, that a lot of the clothing that I wear had sacred geometry, like this, what I have on now, has all kind of patterns. A lot of the things that I wear has a lot of patterns on it. A lot of the pictures I like have lots of weird patterns on it and things like that. And so it made me rethink, maybe this is who I am. Maybe my gift is being shown to me in a weird way. Or maybe the angels are saying she finally getting it. We've been trying to tell her this forever. She finally listening. So I ended up ordering a deck of cards, an oracle deck called Sacred Geometry, which is from this book, which is pretty cool. I thought I bought the wrong book. I almost sent this back because I went and reviewed it, and I was like, I don't know about that. Don't look like what I wanted. And then I saw the other book that's by the same person, other deck by the same person. That's the deck I wanted, but it's out of order. They don't have any more right now, so I have to wait until later on this month to get it. And so I'll use them both. But in saying that, I ordered some more decks. I got a whole bunch of more decks, using sacred geometry and using my intuitive skills. And earlier I did use one deck. Did I use it for Divine Masculine? Yeah, I did. I used it. 2 cards popped out for his message. But when I used it for myself, because I read myself every day. I normally try to do a reading to see how my day is and what I need to look at, and that's another message. You should read for yourself. You can have somebody read for you, but you should know how to read for yourself for a variety of reasons, which somewhere down the line I'll talk about that too. I don't have my little pad to write that down, but I've been writing things down. Speaking of that, I'm going to pause the video for a second because I want to show you a book that I've been reading that coincides with the sacred geometry. All right, thanks for waiting. Once I saw the sacred geometry oracle deck, the person that I watched the video from, oh man, I don't remember her channel because she did the. I'll post it because I'll be able to find that. She spoke how she used the deck, and she kind of talked about it, but she said she didn't use it. And so I think I might share with her how I use this deck. But she made a point to mention this book, The Ancient Secret of the Flower of Life. And I went to the library to get it. And of course, I'm going to purchase this book. I'm going to purchase, and actually I bought volume 1 and 2, but I just brought volume 1 over here to show you. But I started reading it, and I was like, I know this stuff. I remember this. I don't know how I know this stuff in this book, but I know what I know in this book. I know it to be true. So maybe I'm finding my purpose, my mission. Maybe this is part of what this is about. And like I said before, the only other person I saw that spoke like this, the stuff in this book, is Aluna Ash. And I have been watching her for a while, even before I decided to purchase a tarot deck. I just liked what she was saying because I could relate to it. I understood it. She's way further away on her journey than I am, and she's way more knowledgeable. Not saying that I don't have the knowledge, I just haven't remembered how to tap into the knowledge. But it was really refreshing to hear somebody else speak on this subject, about the Merkaba and the Tree of Life and all kind of things, because those things pop up in here. I didn't know that because the person that I watched on video read the cards, she didn't really go into it because she said she wasn't really, I won't say she wasn't feeling the deck, but she didn't, it wasn't a deck that she would pull out more often. See, I will pull this deck out every day. This is something that I will pull out. There's a message in it. And matter of fact, after I do this, pull this deck, this card of the day, I'm going to come back and do one of the spreads because I've done all the spreads. They all were true. They were accurate for me. And so I think, and with me saying that, you want to get in union with yourself. Everybody's always trying to find out what Mr. Masculine's up to, Divine Masculine's doing. And that's cool and all. I'm over that already. Like I said, my Divine Masculine and I, we are together. We're still on the journey. We're still figuring things out. We're not in mission together. But I can say that when we're together, I see him saying things, and it's leading me to think, is this something he's trying to get me to say that I want to do? Is this a journey that we want to take together? I don't know. Stay tuned to that. Anyway, I didn't write notes down for this, so as you can tell, I'm rambling, but it is what it is. But what I want to say is that being different, because I think that's how I started, being different is okay. You don't want to be like everybody else. I think there was a time in my life where, I was different. I didn't want to do what all the other people were doing. It just wasn't something that I wanted to do. And because I was like that, I was ostracized for it. People were like, she just being funny, acting, and blah, 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 blah. No, I was just on my own mission. I didn't want to follow the crowd. And I think that's somehow how I feel here on YouTube. It's a lot of, I can go to a lot of the channels and I see the same thing. And I see the same message. And that's no disrespect to those people giving the message or how they give the message. It's the same message. Um, and so I don't really even watch other channels. Well, I won't say that. There are a few channels I will watch. I'll peek in and see what they're saying, because they do have things to say that I think is worth listening to. I will do that, but I've made the decision to focus on my channel. Um, Even if nobody watches my channel, surprisingly, someone did come and watch my message from Divine Masculine this morning. I like to thank her for that, for doing that, and hopefully people will find my channel. A lot of times people say you should advertise and blah blah blah, but I think the people who find me are the people who need to find me. Just like I found those channels, the people that that I've decided to follow. I don't know how I started following those channels. Something led me to those channels, and then I decided to stay. And I'll say this because following channels, when you decide to follow channels, sometimes they don't follow you, or sometimes you're not supported. Or I kick the camera thing. Please don't fall, camera. I don't need that. Fell on me once before doing a reading, and I had to scrap it, or I think I started over. That was a hot mess. But anyway, sometimes I don't feel supported on YouTube. The person that I bought my package from, the Union, GYN package from, I really don't get a lot of support from that person. And it is what it is, Either they support me or they don't. Why they don't, I don't know. I'm not going to worry about that either. I just know that when I went to Sophia Charles's channel, she said you're supposed to support other channels. That means even if you don't resonate, click like or share, or just to do that. But it hasn't happened to me. I just want to say that publicly. I'm being honest about it. I won't say who the person I bought my package from. We're not getting into that. I'm not trying to do the drama thing, but I'm just acknowledging that I'm not getting any support from that individual that I bought my package from. I may even have to go to Sophia Charles to see if I can sell the package, because I don't know if I'm, if that person's even going to come to watch me to see if it's saying, okay, you can sell the package. I don't know. We'll see. It's more than one way to skin a rabbit. But anyway, let's get to the sacred geometry message of the day. These are what the cards look like on the back. I don't know if anybody else has ever used them. Let me say one more thing. When I've been, like I'm doing right now, I've been using my phone to video make my videos, and it only gives me like 28 minutes or so. And so for some reason today, when I went to load up my video from this morning, I saw where you can either go live or you can make a video. And I was like, I wonder what that's for. I should have probably pressed the button and did it today. It probably would give me an hour. Maybe, because normally I would get cut off at 28 minutes or something like that. That's, doing it from my phone. But if I do it from YouTube, maybe it'll give me more time. The next video that I think is going to be a long video, I'm going to try it. We'll see. Oh, cards are trying to pop out now, but we're not. Nope. What is the sacred geometry word or card of the day? And what's the message that it's going to bring us? It'd be funny if it is something that I've been talking about all this time. Everybody wants to be accepted and be valued and, feel like you're part of the crowd. But at the same time, you still want to be your own individual person. I think that's basically what I want to say. And I guess I really haven't been feeling that type of acceptance. Speaking my truth. That's what my cards told me to do. because I'm normally quiet about anything that I feel is when I'm not receiving justice or things like that. I normally don't say anything, but I'm saying something. Maybe the universe will change that. With me speaking out, what's not happening. I'm not being supported. Maybe things will change with that, especially when you're supporting so many other people. All right, let me cut these cards. All right, and then I'm gonna shuffle. Let's see, I only want one. We'll see what happens. What is the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck card of the day? 2 cards fell out. Shouldn't take them. But the one that's facing me is Megatron's cube. Interesting. It's a number 41. And then I also have Nucleus. And these cards have been really shuffled, so I don't know how they fell out side by side. But it's card 41 and 42. And that's funny. This means community. And I'm going to read it and see what it says. The geometry of this card is the place at which female and male energies join to create something entirely new. By beginning with the 13 female circles from the fruit of life and connecting every center with straight male lines, a shape known as Metatron's cube appears. View this image as a 3-dimensional configuration. Within the shape, concentrate on the lines and see if you can find each of the 5 platonic solids, or cosmic volumes as we like to call them. I probably should have explained that. There are the 5 shapes that we have. What are the 5 shapes? Let me pause this. Hold on. Okay. I found them. And of course, thank God I have this Ancient Secret of the Flower of Life book on page 167. Here they are. The platonic solids. Here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'll read them. They're the tetrahedron, hexagon, dodecahedron, isosahedron, and octahedron. And the other one is hexahedron. And the tetrahedron is fire, the hexahedron is earth, the dodecahedron is ether or prana, isohedron, icosa, one is water, it's the I one. I can't get it out right now. And the octahedron is air. All of these shapes, they're saying to see if you can find all of those shapes in here, because all of those shapes are here in this image. Most people can't find it. Let me see. Within the shape, concentrate on the lines and see if you can find each of the 5 platonic solids, or cosmic volumes as we like to call them. You can see then how the joining of male and female energies creates substance and form. And that's interesting because the tetrahedron and the hexahedron are male, and the dodecahedron and the icosahedron are which is water, those are feminine. And then the octahedron is air, which is child. But we're not talking about children. But just so you'll know. Um, let's see. I'm probably going to go way over. This is going to be a part 2 video. I wasn't intending on this being that way. But anyway, you can see then how the joining of male and female energies creates substance and form. If you choose this card, you are asked to see how substance and form are working in your life and to view them as aspects of male and female cooperation. Allow this card to represent a time of balancing the yin and yang of your inner life to promote harmony and creativity. This may be your own male and female aspects seen as offering creative solutions to challenges or projects. You will more easily connect with the substance of your inquiry. What form does the outcome take? Metatron's cube. Metatron's cube is a metaphor for all problem solving, not only in third dimensional reality, but in other dimensions as well. So this is a problem solver community card, and it helps you solve problems. That's what it looks like. This card may also represent the relationship you have with others and how by joining through substantive action you form community. Community brings together disparate aspects of humanity, and when held in balance, it creates a cohesive whole. Do you feel part of a community? Are the contributions you are making giving life and form, peace and substance, justice and freedom to the community as a whole? Deep. I just spoke on all of that. I just spoke about how I didn't feel like I was part of the community. Spirit can't make this. As they say, you can't make this shit up. Too funny. Here's the other card. I'll see if it cuts me off. And that is nucleus and its core issues. Like the core of an atom, this angelic guardian resides in the center of creation. Around and within move golden rings of energy and diamond geometry. She is contained and container. Celestial bodies such as the comet and lunar eclipse act as signposts of the movement of the heavens and the passage of time. Pulling the nucleus card shows that you are at the core of an issue or the center of debate. It is a place of beginning and of inspiration. It is a position of leadership from which to move into the world or out into space and gain your wings. This is a time of energizing ideas and coming to terms with issues. There are those who will make unreasonable demands on your energy, and in so doing, ask you to make a decision or take a position that may not be in your best interest. Be advised not to ignore or glaze over the situation. Take a proactive stance and know that this will help you find the solution to your question. Wow. So I just talked about community and not feeling supported in the community. And this card is saying that I got to make a decision, make some kind of decision, because maybe somebody's doing something that's, not in my best. Who knows? Whoever the person that's not assisting me, or or what I'm thinking is not assisting me, they have their own core issues within themselves, and maybe our energies are bumping heads for some reason. I don't really know the person per se. I thought the person was cool. But anyway, let me stop at that right now, because I've been working with other cards. I'll show you one of them. Confidence. Been working with these cards because this is, part of the sacred geometry. I bought 3 decks of cards similar to that, and I've bonded with those cards, and I have 2 other decks that I need to bond with before I can do any readings with them. And also I bought 2 other tarot decks that I need to spend some time with. One of them I know I'll be okay with, but the other deck is no joke, and I need to really spend some time with that one because it has a lot of information on it, and I want to be able to read with it, correctly, or as effectively as possible. So I'm going to end this right now, but this is the sacred geometry message of the day. Metatron's cube. Interesting. Stay tuned.